you know, we're living on the edge today. I'm clearly in denial that I am not still in Hawaii. Alright, so today it is first impressions time. I haven't done a first impressions video in a minute now. It's been a while. Some of these things are new releases, some are just new products to me, some are new concoctions and mixing things. But if you're excited for this video and you enjoy first impressions, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. Alright, so we're gonna start off with primer. I'm actually gonna double prime today, so I have 2 to try out here. The first one's the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. It says Buildable Hydrating Cream. Alright, so it looks just like a lotion. I only have a serum on right now because I knew I was going to be using this. It has like a soft kind of silky feel to it. It feels really nice. This doesn't have SPF in it though, so you would still need to use an SPF. Alright, so this is a Tarte Shape Tape Pore and Prime Balm. This is supposed to be like a dupe for the Tatcha or the e.l.f., which was the dupe for the Tatcha. Looks like this, looks like both of those. I'm just going to put this in my pore area to see if it does anything. Feels like it has a little bit more slip to it than the Tatcha one. Do you think that kind of like filled them in? A little bit, not quite as much as the e.l.f. or the Tatcha. I'm going to bring this on my nose too and kind of like over. It feels a little tiny bit greasy. Like if you have oily skin, you probably would want to go with the Tatcha or e.l.f. one. I'm going to try this right on the center of my forehead as well. I used the Body Shop charcoal mask last night and my skin felt so soft afterwards. It's like one of the exfoliating ones. So because I have to save foundations to review for Foundation Friday, we're not going to be testing a brand new foundation today, but I do want to try mixing this one in a different way. So this is the Laura Mercier Flawless Lumiere Radiance Perfecting Foundation. I reviewed this during the last 15 days of foundation. Really like this one. I want to try and lighten it and also add a little bit of coverage. So I'm going to try mixing it with Dermacol. Haven't tried this combo. I also haven't used Dermacol. Whoa. I also haven't used Dermacol in a hot minute. Some days when I set up my whole filming situation, I feel like I'm missing a step, and it's one of those days. I'm like, what am I forgetting? Probably will find out in editing what I forgot. So I was debating today doing this first impression or doing first impressions on the makeup that I bought at Boots. I did a whole shop with me video. So let me know if you guys do want to see that makeup first impression. I can do that one too. I just figured we would do some new releases in today's video and then do the Boots one if you guys want to see that. I feel like the primers underneath are making this look like a little bit greasy or something. I'm going to take the sponge to press that in. This is it. It has just been chilling here for like 5 days now between my eyebrows. Alright, so same thing with concealer. I don't have a new concealer to try, but I am going to try mixing a new combo. I promise we're getting to full first impressions in a second, but this is the Milk Makeup concealer. This one is too dark, but it's been really growing on me. And then I'm going to try mixing it with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear. This one's too light. This is in the shade 320 Porcelain. I need to get like the next shade up in this one. The Milk one, if you want to get the best coverage and finish, you kind of have to let it sit on there for a minute. But the L'Oreal is also definitely more dry. This one's super creamy. So I think these two might mix well together. I'm just going to let that sit for 1 second. Alright, then let's blend. Ooh, those are looking pretty nice together. We'll see how these look once I set it, but right now they're looking really nice. Definitely got full coverage, and it feels nice and moisturizing because of that Milk one. I've actually been really liking using the Makeup Forever powder foundation to mix with my Maybelline. This one has like a blurring kind of look to it, so it looks really cool on the under eye. So I'm going to be trying this powder foundation. You guys know I like using powder foundations to set my face. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Powder Foundation. Never tried this. I haven't heard anything about this powder, so I don't know. It's in the shade 10N Fair Neutral. This one looks pretty light, so if it is a little bit light, then I can always lighten up my under eyes a little bit more to match. Yeah, I think this one's going to be a little bit light. This is the only shade I have of this. I don't know if I'm going to set my whole face with this. Let's see how it looks. Because it's not like super full coverage looking, I think this shade is perfect. Like it's not lightening it a whole lot at all. I think I'm going to set my whole face. Normally with my dry skin, I don't do that. It doesn't look the best throughout the day when I do that because it just looks a little bit dry. But, you know, we're living on the edge today. I would say this has about light coverage. It's definitely not really adding any coverage. It's not taking away, but doesn't look like it's doing a whole lot as far as coverage. Okay, it's looking pretty heavy around my pore area. It's looking a little bit too cakey. Just off of first impressions, I definitely like the Makeup Forever one better. This has a bit more coverage and it's also just super blurring. Okay, how freaking pretty is this Laura Mercier bronzer? This is in the shade Riviera Sun. It looks a little bit dark for my skin tone, so I'm gonna use a really light hand with this. Actually, I'd take the back. I'm gonna do brows really quick, and then I'll be back. I'm just gonna do my usual brows. Okay, I couldn't tell if that was like a water effect on the mirror or if there was just shit on the mirror. There's shit on the mirror. Oh shit, is this cream? Oh, this is a cream. Okay. Oh, I'm very confused. That also just blended away until... Okay, maybe there's a top layer, so I'm going to dig a deep in here. So it basically like blends into a yellowy, orangey, super light wash of color, but like pretty much nothing. So I guess I'm not trying this because this is a cream. On my skin, if I put any type of cream on top of powders, it does not go well at all. Okay, so scratch that. We're gonna try the Palladio Definer Highlight and Contour Palette. I've had this in my 2 try bin thing for like a year, I'm pretty sure. Ooh, this shade looks really nice. Ooh. Okay, that is beautiful. I think this one could look a little bit muddy if you're not careful. For my temples, I'm actually gonna take the shade that looks a little bit warmer right here. Yeah, that one's definitely much warmer. All right, I'm into this Palladio thing. I'm excited to try this again. I probably next time would use that middle shade more as a contour, like on a smaller brush, and then maybe warm up my cheeks a little bit with something else. But that middle shade is really nice. I could probably use this darker one as eyeshadow. Maybe even this one as under eye powder. Looks like it has a nice kind of salmon-y color. So for blush, I'm going to try this one by Benefit. I don't remember where I got this. I think as a Sephora perk or something, but it's the Gold Rush Mini Blush. Wow, this is heavily scented. Like, it smells like a straight up perfume. Definitely has some gold in it. Ooh, that shade's pretty. It does have some gold in it. You can see it like hitting my cheekbones right there. Kind of like this. I just want to keep putting it on. And it isn't one of those blushes that like lifts up underneath. It looks really nice on the skin. Okay, so for a highlight, this I'm pretty sure I used one time a super long time ago in the green clean beauty makeup video that I did. Comment down below, what are your favorite super subtle, looks like your skin kind of highlighters? Because that's what I've been looking for like an everyday. I have a few that that one looks pretty good. I have a few that I like that, but I'm on the hunt for a new one. Okay, this actually looks really pretty. Yeah. Wow, I like that. Looks subtle, but still effective. Not loving how my forehead looks with this combo. I'm kind of debating putting a little bit of the Makeup Forever powder on to like blur out this situation. I feel like I have so many layers on my face, we might as well do it, right? What's another layer at this point? Don't do this at home. There we go. At least that kind of like blurred everything. Okay, so this I'm really excited to try. CoverGirl launched these new True Naked Queenship Cream Shadow Sticks. They have a bunch of different shades. They have some shimmery ones, and they also came out with this nude shade one, which I've been hoping some drugstore brand comes out with something like the MAC Paint Pot for years, like similar in color. Whenever they do matte kind of products like this, they're usually not light enough. So when I saw this color, I got very excited. And I also like that you can just kind of like draw it on. So let's see how this works as a base. Ooh, the color is perfect. Heck yeah. And then I'm just going to use my finger to kind of blend that out, except I don't really need to. Also, just as like an eyeshadow, that just dried down really nice. It has a slight tackiness to it, but it doesn't feel as sticky as the MAC Paint Pot. I would also use this if I just want to kind of conceal my eyelid a little bit. Did I say the shade of this? This is in the shade 900. We've got a new eyeshadow palette to try here from BH Cosmetics. It's their Santa Fe eyeshadow palette. Ooh. That's pretty. All right, so we've got an elaborate arrow pattern happening here. I have no idea which kind of colors I'm going for, but this blue is kind of calling my name today, especially with this shirt. I was also kind of planning on doing a pink lip, but we can reevaluate. I might just have to do the blue eyeshadow. I'm going to take the shade Sol. Ooh, yeah. Blending really easily on top of the CoverGirl. I think I want to do all matte on the top, like some of the oranges and browns, and then do the pop of blue on the lower lash line or on the inner corner. So I'm going to go with this shade Plaza. So I'm going to bring that on the outer half of my eye. These are blending out very easily. Then I'm going to take this shade Arrow, which looks like just like a matte peachy kind of orange. These are blending out like ridiculously easy. This is going to be like the quickest eye look ever because this requires like no effort. Then with the shade Dune, I'm just going to use this on the very top to kind of blend out those edges. I don't want to add any more color up there, so I'm just kind of using this as a blending shade. But before I do that blue down there, I'm going to try this new liner from MAC. I don't know if this is actually new. I think it's just their usual, it's their technical liner in Graph Black, but this is just the Aladdin collection. So basically it just says pretty packaging. I haven't used this in years, like probably since I worked at MAC. Anytime a liner is retractable, it gets like major bonus points in my book because sharpening pencils is one of the things that I put off the most. Now I'm going to take Rio Grande, which is that blue shade, and blend this on my lower lash line. Oh my god. Heck yeah, that shade is so pretty. These matte shades are beautiful. I think I'm going to use this on my inner corner. It's like a greeny kind of gold by CoverGirl. This is their new Exhibitionist liquid eyeshadow in the shade 6. So many brands are coming out with like the Stila kind of dupes now in this same exact packaging. So I'm just going to put this right on my lower lash line to start. I feel like I'm going to have to build that up a little bit. There we go. I don't know if I want to bring this all the way up. I might just keep it on the bottom. Yeah, I think I am just going to keep it on the bottom. And I'm just taking my finger to kind of blend that into the blue a little bit. I ordered the new Too Faced Better Than Sex eyeliner. Super excited to try this. I've only used this one time and I think it was just like super quick when I was running out the door. I didn't really test it. I have no idea what I think about it. It says it's waterproof, flake-proof, non-smudging, 24-hour, intense pigment load. Looks pretty nice in matte black. Let's see how the wing goes. The tip is pretty bendy, so you do kind of have to be careful, but you can get that really fine point, and I like how deep black this looks. Because the tip is so bendy, it is hard to get like a clean line with this one. I do really love how black and intense that is though. Alright, so I've got this new mascara from Laura Mercier. This is the Caviar Volume Glossy Black is the shade. I'm going to put on false lashes, but because I want to see how this mascara is, I'm going to apply it like I normally would my mascara. Okay, so not what I was expecting at all. It's actually a super natural looking mascara. The wand doesn't really grip your lashes a whole lot. I think it might be a little bit too big, but it also just doesn't really doesn't grip them. I'm gonna look up so you guys can kind of see. It's hard to tell when you have a thick liner on, but I'm getting good separation. They just definitely look more on the natural side. Yeah, that one is a little bit too natural for my liking. I like my mascaras to be super black and like volumizing and kind of clumpy. I have this new pair of lashes from Huda Beauty. It's the Olivia number 18 Shorty, it says. These don't look very short to me, but we'll see once they're on my eyes. Actually, before I put that on, I forgot I have this Huda Beauty Resting Boss Face Long Lasting Hold Setting Spray. It's supposed to have a matte finish. So this, I thought this was the packaging when I first got this in the mail. This is not the packaging. Here's the actual setting spray. This packaging kind of scares me because basically it's supposed to like mimic hairspray that drag queens used, which, you know, I am all for a good setting spray, but I'm not trying to put like hairspray on my face. It says waterproof makeup setting spray, ultra matte finish. I have heard that this has a lot of fragrance in it. We'll see how this goes. Wait, it says you can hold it 8 inches away and mist face 2 to 4 times in circular motion, but avoid directly applying on eyes. How are you supposed to do that without like getting your eyes if you can still spray it on your face? It says Huda's trick, dampen beauty sponge with the formula and press into face to seal makeup. I'm going to try that. Usually that doesn't work for my skin, but we're already looking pretty cakey and heavy today, so might as well go all out and try it. Usually when I go in with anything kind of wet on top of my makeup with a sponge, it doesn't go well with my skin, but I'm going to try just a little bit down here. So if it's a disaster, then we can try just spraying on my face, I guess. It smells exactly like hairspray. Okay. Yeah, see, I think it's just lifting up everything right there. Right? It's definitely mattifying, like something's happening. I can't tell if it's lifting stuff up. Let's try my upper lip. Wow. That scent is real intense. I can kind of feel it burning my eyes, and it's not even close to my eyes. I applied it like down here. I'm gonna try my nose just for shits and giggles. Is that a bad idea? Oh my god. I'm wondering who thought this scent was a good idea. I do think it lifted up a little bit on my nose. Okay. Yeah, it's not looking great on my upper lip either. My face feels like sticky in those areas. I can feel it on my face. It literally feels like and smells like you sprayed a super strong hairspray. And the scent is, it's not going away. So we'll see if this scent kind of like fades down. But right now, this is so intense. It smells like a 2-fragranced perfume. Not even like a 2-fragranced makeup product, a 2-fragranced perfume. All right, anyways, back to the lashes. Ooh, these are gonna be pretty. Okay, I'm gonna trim these, pop them on, and I will be right back. All right, so lashes are on, and I did put some lower lash mascara on too. I really like these lashes. They're nice and like wispy, but still dramatic. For lips, I'm gonna go in with this Rimmel liner to start. I do have 2 new lip products I'm gonna try, but first I'm gonna put on this liner. I was gonna do before I knew what the eyeshadow situation was going to be, I was hoping to use this Huda Beauty really pretty like pink color. I'm going to wear this in a different video because I still want to try this. But I think with this look, a nude would probably look the best. So that's what we're going to do. I have 2 new nudes I'm going to try. By the way, I can still fully smell that setting spray. So for lipstick, I'm going to try this MAC Aladdin one. This is in the shade Friend Like Me. Ooh, that's pretty. That actually has a little bit more pink in it than I was expecting. It's like a pinky nude mauve. Ooh, that shade's pretty. MAC has been coming out with some good nudes lately. I feel like I have like 5 or 6 from them that I consistently reach for. I want to try this lip gloss by Hourglass. This is new from them, called Unreal. Wow, it has a really pretty big like round petal kind of wand. It smells good. It's like minty. This actually goes like perfectly with that MAC shade. It does have color to it. Like it's definitely pigmented, but it's just slightly more neutral than the MAC one. All right, so this is the final look. I feel like we had a few total winners and then a few total not winners. So the standout good products to me are the Gold Rush blush. I really like this shade. I'm excited to use this again. This one also is scented though, so just keep that in mind. And then the Palladio Contour Palette. Super excited to try this again too. I like both of the shades I tried, and I feel like I could use these for eyeshadows too. I also like how tiny it is, so it'd be really nice for traveling. The Alima Pure, also really pretty. I like how it's not overly emphasizing my texture. It's giving a really nice like glow from within look. I feel like this would be a pretty wedding makeup kind of highlight. And then my other standout is the CoverGirl Pencil in 900. This is super pretty as a base, or just if you want a neutral nude kind of eyeshadow. And the eyeshadow palette was obviously a favorite. I haven't tried any of the shimmer shades, so just keep that in mind. I'm only speaking on behalf of the mattes. The shimmers aren't the softest. Like I feel like you would have to use either your finger or probably wet your brush with these, but the matte shades in here are freaking worth it just for that. Those blended out so easily, super pigmented. Super impressed with the matte shades. Curious to keep trying the Better Than Sex liner. I love how matte black it is. It's not the easiest to use. Like this definitely takes a little bit more time than my Physicians Formula one, but I like how it has the same kind of brush where it just glides on really nicely. You're not going to get the kind of drag that you get with a lot of felt tip liners. And then standout bad products. What the heck, Huda Beauty. I would never put this on my face again. I don't know how that wouldn't break you out either or like irritate your skin. There's so much fragrance in it. This thing, don't understand. I didn't even put this one on my face, so I will try this without makeup on, but it just looks like it disappears. It also has this like kind of greasy feel to it, so not promising. Those were kind of the standouts. I'm gonna have everything I tried listed down below in the description box. This shirt I'll have listed down there, and nail polish is always listed in the description box. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Anytime you comment, give the video a thumbs up. It does help me out, and I really appreciate those of you guys who take the time to do that. I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.